Forget what you heard. Yeah, boy! Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Forget What You Heard. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Luke.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're getting our hands dirty today, my friend. We got a lot to get into. We're getting our hands dirty. We're talking NFL playoffs, NBA trade rumors, draft, coaches. There's just so much to just touch on. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a lot of information. We're coming at you with it all. Where do you want to start out at, man?
Let's say we talk about the divisional games for the NFL 2022. I think that's the most anticipated, topic. A lot of great games. Best teams are now here, man. Top 8. Going to be exciting. Great games. Looking forward to it. And, if we want to go into it, maybe make some predictions, give our picks, I'd love to do that. So the first game up, man, is the Cincinnati Bengals at Tennessee. I guess the biggest X factor in this game is the health of Derrick Henry, and if he's healthy enough to play in this game, I think that kind of changes the whole landscape of the entire game. Getting a healthy Derrick Henry. What do you expect out of this game, man? What are you looking forward to the most? And, I just want to hear your thoughts.
I think this is an interesting game. I think, I don't know if you're going to have a 100% healthy Derrick Henry, but I think just having him out there for Tannehill is huge with the play action. They showed the numbers, man, and his play action with Derrick Henry in there is unreal. Like, he's a good quarterback, but so I think just having him out there is beautiful for them. I'm just, Tennessee's the number 1 seed, but they don't strike fear in my heart. I could definitely see them losing this game. I would not be surprised. I feel like the Bengals are kind of this year's Cinderella team, young guns. I don't think anyone would have seen this happen this quickly with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, all that. I don't know. I'm leaning taking the Bengals. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like the Bengals are like the trendy upset pick.
But that's also, fool's gold a lot.
Yeah, it's tricky. That's why I think I know the opening lines moved down. I know it's now Bengals are not, or the Titans are favored by 3 points. As underdogs this year, though, I think Cincinnati's like 6-3, which is a great record to be as an underdog. And I think like I said, it's a very trendy upset pick. It's definitely, possible. It's almost like the Bengals are a better team right now. Because, like you said, Derrick Henry's health, he's not going to be 100%. We probably see we're not going to see his usual workload. He probably
I'd say 20 carries.
Yeah, 15, 20 carries.
Which is healthy enough.
I mean, that's still dangerous. But with just the Bengals, I think that first wild card win, kind of how they close out the season, they kind of have this mojo working for them. And, a lot of people say the bye week for the Titans could be to their advantage. But to me, I think it could also be to their disadvantage. Not playing football for a whole 2 weeks. And, sometimes you can come out not, firing on all cylinders, kind of, expecting, to come out and just be able to play your game. But, being off 2 weeks, might, slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Tennessee's style of football just isn't pretty to me. Like, I know they have to be good if they're the number 1 seed, but almost losing to the Texans twice. Tannehill's not very good. Julio kind of did a disappearing act. I don't know. There's a lot of question marks for me. It's just I don't know. It's weird that they're the number one seed. I know they played in the AFC South.
Yeah,
That's one reason. But
they
but
won
they
some
have,
big games.
Yeah, they beat the Chiefs, right?
And the Bills.
And the Bills. But see, like right now, I wouldn't put Tennessee in the same class as
No.
Buffalo or Kansas City.
Especially
like,
not in the playoffs.
I don't know. I feel maybe I'm just overlooking the fact that they don't play sexy. They don't have like a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen.
That's what scares me the most, because I think we're overlooking like how good they are as an entire team. Like their defense was really good. I think they were the 4th ranked defense for the final few weeks. They're the 2nd ranked rush defense. They're great against the run, but they're 31st against the pass. And I think that's the number one factor in Cincinnati upsetting them, is Tennessee not being able to stop Chase, not being able to stop Higgins, and, Burrow coming in, staying hot, throwing for 300. But to me, personally, I think they should not abandon the run game early. I know Tennessee is very good against the run, but if you can establish, like, Joe Mixon, keep, kind of pounding him early and often, it's going to keep that, secondary honest. And then that's when you can capitalize, make your big plays, and win the game.
100%. And I would say, for me, it's like Tennessee's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like, some games they're put up 30 and it looks pretty easy for them to move the ball, and then some games it's like, dang, they struggle to score 9 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what scares me. Like, that's why, I think the team that wins the AFC is going to be in the other divisional game. Kansas City and Buffalo, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you want to make picks for this game?
Yeah, let's make some picks. Like I said, Tennessee's favored by 3. They're at home.
This one might be the toughest one for me, man.
Yeah, it's hard to make a bet not knowing the health of Derrick Henry. Like, what if he doesn't play? To me, that changes a whole lot.
I think even if he's like 75, he's in there just to keep him honest.
That's true.
You got a pick, or you want me to go?
I'll take my pick. I'm going to take an upset. I'm going to take the Bengals. I've kind of swayed. I've kind of started to follow that trendy pick. Because at first, I'm like, Tennessee's going to win this game. They're at home. Derrick Henry's coming back. And Cincinnati hasn't been that great on the road. But like I said, I think it just comes down to Joe Burrow. And I trust Joe Burrow. He's one of those franchise guys, top 10 quarterback in the league. And just the weapons he has, I don't think they're able to slow him down. And I'm going to have them, winning 27-24.
Interesting.
Over Tennessee.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it as you were talking. I'm going to take the Bengals as well.
Okay.
I mentioned the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing for the Tennessee's offense, but I think, I have more confidence in the Bengals offense to put up points. And I don't know if Tennessee has the capability of matching them score for score or what. You know what I mean? So I feel more confident in this pick with Cincy. So I'm going to go with Cincy. Score, I'll go 31-27 Cincy.
Okay, I like that. It's just a tough game, man. This might be a sleeper game. It could be, one of the better games of the weekend.
Or it could be the worst.
That's true. Just there's so much variety in this game. But like I said, man, what if Tennessee's just like that? They're the number 1 seed for a reason. They come out, their defense looks good. Tannehill has a decent game,
That very well could happen. That's what I'm saying.
They're kind of like this boring team, but they just do football.
Yeah, and we've seen it before, like them against the Ravens a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We thought they were going to get their teeth kicked in, but they just ran that ball. But Derek was 100% then, but
went to the AFC Championship.
Stranger things have happened.
Absolutely, man. Let's move on to the first NFC game, Saturday night. San Francisco 49ers at Green Bay.
Ooh, man, we got them old school juggernauts going head to head. We got Jimmy G on one side, looking good, playing it cool, and we got Mr. Joe Cool himself, Aaron Rodgers at the helm, man.
Yeah, this is the 9th playoff meeting between these two NFC rivals, and the series is tied 4-4. So there's a lot riding on this rivalry here. Get some bragging rights to go up 5-4, man. So, yeah, what are you looking forward to most in this game? I mean, what do you expect out of this game? And the Niners, like you said, with the Bengals, the Niners might be that NFC
Cinderella
sneaky team.
Yeah, I agree. I think Shanahan's a good coach.
Oh,
and they have the skeleton key.
Mm-hmm.
Deebo Samuel, man. And the way they walk out to, what's that song by Kodak Black?
Super Gremlin?
Yeah, they walk out and one of their coaches is holding the boombox.
Oh.
And Deebo and Trent Williams are at the front getting it on.
Yeah.
And Jimmy G sometimes throws in like a little bar here and there. I like it a little bit. It's a little cheesy at the same time, but San Fran, the way they're able to run the ball, they got the X factor in Deebo, Brandon Ayuk. Their defense is very solid.
Mm-hmm.
DeMeco Ryans is a good defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I think he was throwing a lot of different looks at Dak, which confused him, and
he's done a great job.
I just think San Fran, another team I wouldn't be surprised by an upset. But I think this one will be more difficult going against Aaron Rodgers and the Frozen Thunder.
Yeah, and the big thing, Aaron Rodgers is going to be fresh.
He said his toe. Yeah, his toe's not a factor. I don't think his toe ever was a factor, but it's his pinky toe. But
see, and I think this is that one instance where like you have that playoff bye week, and I think it's big for a team like the Packers. You get more healthier. You have all these veterans, Rodgers, Adams, like they've been there. They know, they got to come out firing. But just that extra week of being able to heal up, prepare for the Niners, I think it's an advantage for this Packers team. They've been there, man.
I'm very wary of the week or 2 weeks off. I might be scarred from the Broncos Super Bowl against the Seahawks a few years ago. Whenever you get that break, and then they came out and looked flat, as like forgot how to play football. It's always been a fear of mine. Just like your team comes out and they're just like they forgot how to play football. It's so much rust. But I don't think that'll be a problem for Aaron Rodgers being a veteran, and I think Matt LaFleur is also a really good coach. Did you know Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay were all on the Reds or the Washington football team staff?
I do. You know who their head coach was?
Jay Gruden?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're talking about him getting some looks, but
it's just crazy. Out of all those, great young coaches now, Jay Gruden was the guy holding them back. So it's kind of shows you what kind of franchise they are. But that's a crazy. Because there's a picture of it, and you look at it, you're like, dang, shaking my head, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
to me, for Green Bay, I think you should be a little worried. I say this because I think this game is going to be a good one. Regardless, I think. If Green Bay comes out and they can score early, they'll win the game. Jimmy G having to, trying to play catch up, taking too many chances down the field, that's when he gets sloppy. We saw it a little bit against Dallas. We've seen that historically speaking. But if they can stay in this game, not get behind early, establish a run. I think Jimmy and the Niners, man, with Kittle and Deebo, I think that intermediate passing game is a way to exploit that Packers defense, because they were kind of shaky down the stretch. They don't really have a great slot corner where Deebo can attack, and Kittle up the seam. They don't really have a guy to throw on them. So I think there's a way the 49ers can make this a game and even pull it out if they're able to execute their game plan, man. If they can stop the Packers from putting up points early.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great point. I think the Packers do have to score early and get a lead because of that run game that San Francisco has. They're not scared to run the ball 30, 40 times.
Mm-mm.
So that time of possession is really important for Aaron Rodgers. They got to make the most of each possession. That's what's scary about San Fran, man. Like, you could have the ball 3 times in one half, and then so you got to That's what makes this game interesting. I think it'll be low scoring. It won't be like a shootout or anything, but reasonable, scores. But another interesting one, a great matchup, man. And I'm gonna pick the Packers.
Another interesting thing too was 2 years ago. Was it? Yeah, Mostert was the guy who won the playoff game for the Niners against Green Bay, where he ran for 220 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mostert's a great running back, but it's not. It's not like it's something Eli Mitchell can't do. We know he's going to get the volume. We know he's going to get the work, but if they found a way to run for 200 yards, 4 touchdowns with Mostert, to me they're going to try to find a way to do that again. Just with Elijah Mitchell, get that offensive line, push, open up some running lanes, and just attack them on the ground. Keep the ball at Aaron Rodgers' hands. But at the end of the day, man, the Packers have Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, they
Packers
do.
have Devontae Adams.
Yes, they do.
We have a 1-2 punch dog pound backfield.
Yeah.
And that's the deadliest trio of quarterback, running back, receiver in the NFL. So I don't think I can go against that, man. What do you think?
I picked the Packers.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, like you mentioned, the weapons. 2 great running backs, 2 very different running backs. Devontae Adams, best in the business, man. He's going to come in a 3-piece suit, and he's going to remove his vest, and he's going to show his chest.
Ooh.
So, I got the Packers, man. And the home field advantage. It's not easy. It's going to be cold. The turf's going to be hard. It's going to be a battle, but, I'm just going to go with my boy A-Rod.
Okay. You got a score?
I'm going to go 24-23. Packers.
Yeah, I like that. You kept it low. You kept it close.
I kept it in reasonable reasons.
Because the Packers are favored by 4.5. I personally think the Niners will cover as well. I think it'll be low scoring, close game all the way up until, the very end. I love the 24-23. That's something I kind of had in mind as well. But I'm gonna say 24-21.
Yeah, that was my other one.
I think they keep it close. It's a tight game. Packers pull it out at the end, field goal. Another great game, man. We just got a load of great games out here.
Yeah, we definitely weeded out every bad team in the wild card, which was kind of relieving,
Mm-hmm.
I think the average margin of victory was like 16.
That was another topic of debate, was removing the final spots in each division. So, like, the Eagles and Steelers would have never been in there. They would have...
Dude, more football, I'm happy. I mean,
but like you said, man, both those teams got blown out. We know
Steelers stink.
The final spot, it's just... to me, it's not necessarily a reason. Yeah, there can be an upset, but at the end of the day, playoff football, it's going to be the best teams, So, I see it either way. I like more football, but
yeah, more football. I don't care who's in there.
You go into those games knowing, the Chiefs are favored by 13 in a playoff game. What's the point?
You know what I like about it? It gives that team that they know they're probably going to lose. They get one more chance to root for their team and maybe make that miraculous.
I'm gonna say it gives you a false hope. Oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, we got to play Green Bay.
Can you attest to that though, as an Eagles fan?
Yeah, like I said, it gives you.
You picked the Eagles
not to win. I picked them to cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I think it's nice. More football. I think the ratings literally broke records they called it Super Wild Card Weekend because it was nuts.
Yeah.
If you go look at the numbers, it was nuts. So
yeah.
Hey, add another game, dude. Let's do a toilet bowl while we're at it. The 2 worst teams in the league.
They should do a play in the NBA. The 2
I don't think you can do that
teams,
with football.
And then they play to get in. I don't know, just
maybe add
but like you said, it gives you another reason to root for, to get in the playoffs. These 2 teams, it's exciting. It'd be fun to watch.
At the end of the day, it's all about money.
That's true. And
it's a business.
The NFL is America's game. So
it is, man.
All right, this next game we got the Los Angeles Rams at Tampa Bay. What a game, man.
Oh, talk about the stars aligning.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans. We need playoff Lenny back in his house. You know what I'm saying?
Aaron
Cam
Donald,
Akers is rejuvenated, man. Had 90 yards and 90-something yards in his first game back from a torn Achilles. Odell's looking like Odell Bacon again. This is just, you can't ask for a better matchup in divisional round, man.
No. It's cool, too, because this is kind of what we expected at the beginning of the year. It was like, the Rams, loaded up. Buccaneers running it back. NFC Championship game. Yeah, I know it's not the championship game, but we expected to see this matchup at some point in the playoffs at the beginning of the year. So it's kind of refreshing to see it happen. And knowing these two teams are two of the best teams in the NFC, like you said, man, it's going to be a barn burner, man. It's going to be – you got to watch it,
Yeah, this is one of the games I don't know. At this moment, I don't know who I'm going to pick. But I want to say to everyone out there that's hopping on this Rams train, that I think we should pump the brakes a little bit. Yeah, they had a good game. Their defense looked, like their full potential, but I don't know if we can just go right home about it just because of one game against the Cardinals and Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury. But however, I will say if that is what we're gonna see from the Rams defense, that's a Super Bowl contender. I'm just, it's TBD for me, man. I'm trying to wait and see if Vaughn's gonna get there. I'm gonna see if Aaron Donald's in there. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was a smoke screen or if that's it. Because they're really inconsistent at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It might have been just the matchup. I'm not sure. I'm just. A little worried, but I'm wary on the Buccaneers, too. They lost Tristan Wirfs and that center, the redheaded dude.
He practiced today, Ryan Jensen.
Did he have a loaded dipe?
Yeah, he might have had his hair slipping around. But I have two things that are favoring the Rams for me. You mentioned one of them, injuries. Fournette's on the IR still. We're unsure about him. Ronald Jones missed last week. Tristan Wirfs is in a boot. A few defensive injuries. And the last two seasons, the Rams have beat the Buccaneers. The last two times that they played, the Rams are 2-0 against Tampa in some crazy shootouts. The last game they played, I think Stafford had over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kind of lit them up. And then the injuries. The Rams are relatively healthy outside of, Bobby Trees. And Von Miller looked good. Donald was choking people.
Yeah.
And then Leonard Floyd. So, I don't know, man. I feel like the Buccaneers is the pick. But like you said, man, this game is going to be, either you can go either way. You don't want to root it. You don't want to, bet against Tom Brady. But at the same time, the Rams have a lot of things going for them. So,
what's that redheaded guy's name? Ryan Jensen?
Yes.
There's a story out there that he threw a chop block at the nurse that delivered him right after birth.
I'm not surprised. That dude's mean.
He just looks like he was born to block and, sew his pants. I don't know.
Shoot. He's one of the best.
He looks like one of the stinkiest men around.
Yeah, he does. With his long, greasy hair.
Yeah, because, I don't know, he just looks like he bathes in slop.
Yeah, he does kind of look like a little piglet. But
that ain't no piglet, bro.
That's a big dog. He just looks mean. He just looks like a guy you don't want to be getting blocked by. He's just mean. He probably dirty too,
Yeah. On a serious note, I think. Oh man, I keep wavering in my head right now, but I'm talking myself into the Rams right now because.
Ooh.
Tom Brady, when is he at his worst? Whenever he's not comfortable in the pocket.
Correct.
And with Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, and then, you have Jalen Ramsey out there playing mind games.
Ooh.
I think that can make Tommy Boy very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Especially down, maybe 1-2 offensive linemen. So, if this Rams team's the real deal, we'll see, but... And I know Godwin hurts him a lot. Antonio Brown even
Ooh.
hurts him. I think there's gonna be some kind of X factor for the Buccaneers, though, like a Cameron Brate, OJ Howard.
The X factor for me is Leonard Fournette. If he doesn't play, they lose.
What's his name? The Vaughn.
Keyshawn Vaughn, shout out.
He's
Keyshawn
done pretty
Vaughn.
good.
Yeah, he's good. He's gonna play an expanded role. He's good. I mean, he's solid, but he's not Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, it's playoff Lenny, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
It's playoff.
Yeah, that's Lenny.
He was born for these bright lights in these games, man.
Yeah, that's Lenny.
Wait,
Dog
are they
Fournette.
playing at Tampa Bay or L.A.?
No, they're at Tampa.
Huh.
Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski, they're going to catch their touchdowns. But the biggest thing to protect Tom Brady is the running game. No Leonard Fournette. That's a big hurt. A big, big, big hurt. He's the X factor. If he doesn't play, I'm leaning the Rams. If he does play, give me Tampa.
Yeah, I just talked myself into taking the Rams. Bruce Arians punched one of his players in the back of the head.
Let's go.
I think there's some weird stuff going on, like juju and vibe-wise, in Tampa Bay sideline. I don't know. I mean, they looked good against the Eagles, but
Did you take that as a bad thing or a good thing?
I took that as a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
Like disrespect. I don't know how other players felt about that. Like, Bruce Arians seems like a loose cannon. Good coach, but a loose cannon.
Short fuse.
But the Bucks have a really good defense too.
Ooh,
it's just going to be very interesting, but I'm going to take the Rams 34-31.
34.
No, I'm going to go 35-32.
Rams?
Yeah.
Wow, I like it, man. I support that.
Did you ship it?
Yeah, I shipped it, boxed it, packaged it, FedExed it.
Better not be.
UPS'd it.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I think Leonard Fournette's a big deal. But at the end of the day, I'm going to take Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay in this game.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
At home. Yeah, they beat up a stinky Philly team. But to me, that kind of gives them some type of, groove, some type of vibe. Just getting used to that playoff atmosphere, being at home. I'm going to take the Bucks, even though the Rams have the best chance of anyone to beat them. But I like the Bucks in this game. I like Mike Evans in this game. I like Gronk. Like you said, Cameron Brate might show up. We're just going to see something crazy out of Tom Brady. I just feel it. We're either going to see something like historical or we're going to see him implode.
I think we're going to see something historically great or historically bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Like maybe Tom Brady's worst playoff game or worst game of his life or like his most heroic game. He might not throw for 300 yards with like 250, but it's like really impressive because he's getting knocked down every play.
And like his weapons.
You don't see him. Like his jersey, if his jersey is dirty and he wins the game, it's a big game for Tom Brady because his jersey's never dirty. I don't know, man. We might see one of them 40-yard scampers from him, man. I'm feeling it.
He was the leading rusher last week, I think.
Dude, he's pretty dang. He's gotten faster. He's definitely like harvest. No, it's proven.
Maybe faster, but I mean, Tom Brady being faster is like.
I've been really impressed. It looks like he shot out of a cannon or someone's chasing him, dude. Well, someone is, but.
I mean, he's not like Peyton Manning, but dude, I mean.
Dude, he's definitely harvesting adrenochrome.
When we don't.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, I get it, but I mean, to me, yeah, man, it's gonna be a really great Tom Brady game, or it's gonna be one of those where you're like, what, Tom Brady, and he's getting beat up, they get beat. But to me, I
think the Rams are known for that, though.
Yeah, they are. He's gonna get hit around a little bit.
Who's their defensive coordinator? Raheem
Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting some interviews. But like I said, I'm taking Tom Brady. I'm gonna take it to the bank, man.
What's the score?
I'm gonna take 33-30.
33-30.
Yeah, Bucks are favored by 3, so I'll take 33-30. I'll take that. Oh, the biggest game of the weekend, man.
What is it?
Buffalo Bills at Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Two of the hottest teams, man. Two of the just
Ooh.
love to watch those teams. Those offenses are electrifying, man. It gives me the electric feel, man. I can feel it in my plums when those two play. Josh Allen, man, he's looking like, the headless horseman out there, man, running that ball. God, watching his highlights and the way his ball placement and the speed and velocity he throws with, man, it's a sight to behold, man.
Would it be outlandish to say he's the most talented quarterback?
I don't think so. I wouldn't take that as outlandish. I wouldn't give you a weird look. I'd ask you why.
Would it be outlandish to say he has the highest potential of any quarterback, younger quarterbacks?
Yeah, I think he does have the highest potential.
Okay.
Just because, dude, he's an athlete.
Yeah.
On that ball. I think they figured out that he's, what is that quarterback called? Konami code?
Ooh, he's a Konami code, man.
Yeah. Like he's just an athlete, man. He's a go-getter.
Yeah, I was thinking about this yesterday, actually, that he is a top 3 runner at the quarterback position. You could argue, right?
Top 3 thrower.
And a top 3 in arm talent.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Because, like, Lamar's always like, yeah, he's probably the best runner, but it's like he's not anywhere close to a top 3 arm talent. If anything, he's on the
he's not even in the top 10 or
bottom
15,
half.
yeah.
Jalen Hurts, another great runner, arm talent.
Not in the top half.
Kyler Murray, kind of the same thing. So with Josh Allen, it's like, dang, this guy is just top 3 arm, probably the number 1 arm, top 3 runner. Like, it's just easily the most talented quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, he's from Buttlick, Wyoming.
Yeah, man, he's breeding and feasting out there on that corn feedle.
Yeah, it's a very amazing story, but back to the game. Buffalo looks strong. Defense looks strong. They have a little guy up back there. His name's Little Motor. Devin Singletary, man. They found their bell cow. He's produced very well, and I always thought he was capable of this. And he's finally showing it at the perfect time. Playoff football, you need to run the ball. You need it to be consistent, and he's really done that. So I think that's what's kind of solved Buffalo's problems, not having to rely so much. They still rely on Josh Allen an ungodly amount, but Devin has definitely done his job and filled that role of, being a capable ball carrier.
He's been good. I'll give him that. I don't think he's very good, but he's been good for Buffalo. He's done everything he needs to do. Like you said, man, it was always Buffalo. They use Josh Allen too much. They don't run the ball. But this year they've been running it a little more often.
The end of the season they started
getting it
because they always did that split with Zach Moss. I don't know what happened to him. Is he hurt?
He's probably DAD. But the Patriots game, I know it was a blowout, but they ran the ball a whole lot. I know you probably wouldn't notice it because all the crazy Josh Allen plays, but they were literally trying to run the ball. Like, that was the emphasis, and that is a big deal. If they can run the ball, open it up, play action, get Josh Allen out of the pocket, make those plays, this game's going to be close. Their defense has been, pretty good. I know there's kind of been lacking as of late without Tre'Davious White. But just Josh Allen going up against Patrick Mahomes, man, like, what a show. It's just going to come down to who has the better game.
I believe that after buttering Buffalo's buns for the few minutes we just did, I think they don't have enough weapons to keep up with this Chiefs team.
Weapons?
They have Stephon Diggs.
I think they have a more weapons than the Chiefs.
Crickets after Stephon Diggs.
Come on, man.
Who do you want to say?
Way better than
who do you want to say? Dawson Knox, Gabriel Davis, Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders?
Yeah, McKenzie.
How does that even stack up with even close?
That is a really good group of skill players. No,
that's where I cannot pick them because they don't have enough. They need something else. At least another star.
Obviously,
you can't tell
going
me,
into the next
you cannot
offseason,
tell me that core is.
It's really good.
How?
Just the depth. We just named 5 wide receivers
that aren't that good.
That are pretty good. Cole Beasley would be the number one target on a few teams.
No, he
We've
wouldn't.
seen it before.
He's a Hunter Renfro.
Exactly. He's number. I mean, we've seen him get like 15 targets, 11 targets. Like he can be the guy, but now
he's not the guy to beat the Chiefs.
He's not the guy anymore.
They've
had other guys emerge. We've seen Gabe Davis score a handful of touchdowns. Isaiah McKenzie has been incredible the last 2 weeks of the season. Even last week is just a guy. He had 11 catches the second to last week of the season. He's electric. You get him the ball on a drag, he'll extend the plays. And then Gabe Davis, big body. Manuel Sanders, experienced, caught a big touchdown. He's a big play threat. And then you got your sturdy Diggs, who hopefully sees 10 to 12 targets in this game. And Dawson Knox has been one of the breakout tight ends of the year.
You're not hearing me, bro. None of those guys. The only one is Stephon Diggs. Cole Beasley isn't going to beat the Chiefs. Emmanuel Sanders maybe will get a catch or two. You need a dog. You need someone that you can rely on. You need a big play guy. This is the Chiefs.
Diggs not? Is Sanders not?
You think Sanders is
my
top
thing
tier?
Is
Sanders stinks.
Okay, but Byron Pringle stinks. But who makes him good? Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Byron Pringle. He's not even in my radar. I'm talking about
the number 2 receiver.
I know he's good, but he's not like it's Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, there's Diggs, and then their depth is way better. They have way better weapons.
Depth doesn't matter in playoffs. It's stars. You need the big play.
But that's what I'm saying. They can get big plays with your quarterback is the reason. Josh Allen can extend plays. The Dawson Knox touchdown in the back of the end zone. It doesn't matter if Dawson Knox is the best tight end. If Josh Allen can elevate his players, those players are pretty good players,
man.
dude.
Quarterbacks can only do so much, dude.
I agree, but like I said, Byron Pringle scored 2 touchdowns last week. He's not very good, but like I said, he's good enough because Mahomes is so good that it elevates him.
You can't make a Dodge Caravan a Lamborghini, dude.
All I'm saying is they need to do their job, and Sanders and Beasley are veterans. Dawson Knox and Gabriel Davis are young, but have shown a lot of bright spots. And
you can go 100 in a Dodge Caravan doesn't mean it's a Lamborghini.
I think going from receiver 1 to receiver 4 or 5, depth-wise, the Bills are top 5 receiving core.
No.
Yeah. I'll put that down.
That's bad. They're not that good.
From 1 to 5, yeah.
I can name a lot more.
Give me 2 right now.
Cowboys, Broncos.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know what you see in Emmanuel Sanders that no one... are you seeing something that no one else sees? Because we all know he's washed.
No, I'm just saying that we've seen big moments out of Sanders. We've seen big moments out of Beasley.
Yeah, like 5 years ago.
I know.
Beasley's not going to beat the Chiefs for you.
He can help, dude. He's reliable. I'm not saying they're going to beat the Chiefs. If anything, it's Diggs, obviously, but...
I think the only way the Bills win is on Josh Allen's legs and Stephon Diggs.
I just think he has...
And running and Devin Singletary.
I just think Josh Allen has weapons. I think they're there.
I think he has weapons too, but I don't think it's enough to take down the Chiefs.
I disagree, but that's fair.
On the flip side of that, let's go to the Chiefs. We know what we're working with there. Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Clyde, I think, is back.
Doesn't matter.
Jerick McKinnon, the X Factor. Mecole Hardman. They got them all, man. The Chiefs might have more depth, dude. Demarcus Robinson, Noah Gray.
Come on, man.
We're
not doing that.
You have a guy on your team, his nickname is the Cheetah, and can change a game in one play.
I haven't seen him do anything the past 5 weeks.
Well, batten down the hatches because, man, these waters are getting rough because Tyreek's about to go for 200.
I hope. I just want to see him do something. Like with Tre'Davious White out, that's huge. We should see a lot of big plays from Tyreek. We just haven't seen it. That's why I'm a little concerned. Like, why? Is he hurt?
He did have the heel thing.
They getting double-teamed. And, we've seen big Kelce. Kelce's the guy. But
at the end of the day, I trust Patrick Mahomes more than Josh Allen.
I do too.
That's why I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a smart play. Playoff Pat.
And Jackson Mahomes will be in attendance, so that's
That's negative points for Pat.
Well, negative points for the Chiefs, but I mean, you can't help it. They're born from the same parents. You know, Jackson, if you're listening, it's time to hang it up, man. You know, just go off and do your thing, but, you know, get off that TikTok and get off the dang field, man. This is where the big boys play, and we ain't trying to see none of that TikTok jargon on there, because if we see it and you're dancing on Sean Taylor's thing again, we're going to have big problems. You're going to have to deal with Big Aaron and Big Luke, so you better watch your tongue when you talk about forget what you heard.
The biggest thing for me about the Chiefs isn't their offense, it's their defense. This defense is much improved since the first meeting between the Chiefs and the Bills.
Great point.
They're kind of hitting their stride right now. Chris Jones. Melvin Ingram was a big pickup. Even their corners. Snead, Travarius Ward. It's just weird, man. Willie Gay has been really nice for them.
Was that rookie Bolton?
Yeah, Nick Bolton had a touchdown. They look good, much improved. Shout out to Steve Spagnuolo, I think it is. He's done an absolutely outstanding job. And for me, that's the biggest thing for the Chiefs is that defense. If they can hold Josh Allen and if they get the Bills to commit turnovers, one turnover, two turnovers, they'll win the game. But if the Bills play smart football, they are able to push the ball, run the ball, have 0 turnovers, they'll win the game.
Yeah, again, I mean, this is football. I mean, this is playoff football. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm going to go, let's go outlandish a little bit, man. I'm going to go 37-34.
Ooh.
That might be pushing the boundaries, but that's what I'm going to say, dog.
For me, it's hard to go against the Chiefs at home with the defense playing the way it is. But I'm taking Buffalo. I said it since week 10. Buffalo is a Super Bowl team. Defense is good. Josh Allen elevates himself. And Buffalo Bills beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. They finally get one up on Patrick.
Yes, good.
I'll take it.
Respect.
I just want a great game. I hate that I have to make a pick, but I'm going to stick with Buffalo, man. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them 34-31.
Hey, man, let Bionicles be Bionicles.
Yeah, I'm about to go Squidward SpongeBob. 34-31 Bills.
Nice. So sufficient.
And that's it for the divisional games, man. I don't know if you want to give a Super Bowl prediction.
I'm just gonna do Super Bowl pick. Is that all right?
Yeah, let me hear you got in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's stop beating around the bush, man.
Yeah, let me hear you tooting the horn.
Hey, come on, let's stop, going around the block a couple times, man. Let's just get straight to the point.
Let's get
Who's going to be in L.A. with Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar?
Wait, before
Snoop Dogg.
What song do you want them to play? What song do you want to hear most?
I got, let's see, it's tough. Gin and Juice. And also, what's that song by Kendrick?
He's got a handful of them.
I got DNA in my DNA in my DNA. Mitochondria. What is the DNA song?
Isn't it DNA? I think that's what it's called.
What's the other one? Loyalty.
I got loyalty.
Loyalty. I got something in my veins.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to hear like Rigor Mortis.
Rigor Mortis would be really good.
From Kendrick. And then one of the Snoop Dogg slap songs.
Oh. I know what song they're going to play.
Still Dry.
Next episode.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey.
That's probably the intro.
Smoke CBD every day.
And then the Eminem Dre. They got a few.
Eminem, he could probably play
dang, what's that?
What's that Slinky song?
I don't know.
I probably can't say it on here.
They're gonna play some bangers, man. That's all I know.
I'm just curious to see what Kendrick looks like.
Yeah, that's true.
See if he's like looking like Earl Sweat.
I just hope they play the old stuff.
I'm pretty sure they will. That's gonna be like, this is the only Super Bowl halftime show I've been happy for since The Who or something.
What about Mary J?
Mary J has a way special place in my heart, man. She has a lot of bangers.
Yeah, she got an amazing voice.
Song with like Method Man, She'll come out with some hitters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She's gonna be toting them things.
Who you got in the Super Bowl? Who's gonna be there with the boys?
I got the Packers and the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs win
Ooh.
the Super Bowl. But I would love it. I would love to see Aaron Rodgers win the Super Bowl, honestly.
Really?
He's probably the Packers are probably the team I've watched the most this year for some reason.
They've been on a lot of TV games.
And for some reason, man, Aaron Rodgers is so dang cool. I just think it would be cool to see him win the Super Bowl.
He deserves it, I think. He's been the second best quarterback behind Brady for as long as I can remember.
And I like all the guys on. I like Devontae Adams, I like Aaron Jones, I like Rashawn Gary.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see Packers.
Is Alexander hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's
he might
not
be
playing.
returning at some point.
Well, yeah, that's my Super Bowl prediction.
You got the Chiefs getting another?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs getting one in there,
I
man.
like it. I think that's the smart play, man.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to get a little loosey-goosey, man. I picked the Steelers originally.
Oh, gosh.
So, this is just, if I'm being honest, so.
Oh, I saw an interesting stat I want to bring up. Who's the most sacked quarterback of all time? NFL history.
David Carr.
Big Ben retires as the most sacked quarterback in NFL history.
You have to rub salt in the wound, don't you?
I don't know if that's bad on his part.
Most people were sad the last game for Ben Roethlisberger. Luke threw a party.
Yeah, I was sad for Big Ben's retirement party 3 years ago.
Yeah, Luke was very happy. He did at one point pretend like he was crying, but then ended up laughing hysterically. And at Big Ben's emotional moment.
It's not true, but I'm not going to disagree.
I've seen it with my own eyes, man.
It's about time.
So Luke's he's taking the retirement well. I want you guys to all know that, he's making it.
All right, enough of Big Ben, man. No one cares about
All
him.
right, let's hear your picks, dog.
Yeah, I'm going Bills-Packers.
Bills-Packers, who wins?
Actually,
don't you dare change it. You already said
no,
it.
I said it with my chest. I got to keep it.
Yeah, man, you said that with no conviction.
But I think Tom Brady owns Aaron Rodgers. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the other way around. Nah, that's not true. He owns Aaron Rodgers. But it's going to be in Green Bay. I like the Packers this year. Especially because it could be their, last dance. Maybe it is the last dance. They got a lot of
there might be a 30 for 30 on this year.
Internal motivation. This is my last year.
Yeah, because it was a hectic off season and stuff, and through the season, and so I think that inspired them. I feel like it's a special season, so I would like to see the Packers win. But Chiefs, go ahead. You're picking the Packers to win.
I'm taking the Green Bay Packers to beat the Bills.
Can we get a round of applause? Thank you for that. That was good.
I don't know if I truly believe that. I do believe the Bills-Packers is realistic, but I think the Bills might do something. But the Packers, it'd just be nice.
Well, if the Bills won too, that would be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Buffalo would literally be a city on fire.
That's true.
With probably the most intoxicated people per square mile.
There'd be so many broken plastic tables.
So many naked people, so many broken tables, so much jargon all over the streets of Buffalo. And shout out Buffalo, it's a beautiful city.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Upstate, I think people think it's trashy because the fans kind of.
Oh no, the scenery and the environment.
Yeah.
Amazing. Beautiful. It's
you
not like
your
typical New York.
It's not concrete, man. There's some forest out there.
Yeah.
There's definitely some squanch out there snipping.
A lot of greenery. It's beautiful. And I like their color schemes. And I really don't love blue, but they do something nice with their jerseys.
Yeah, I like they're all white.
Yeah. Even their red jerseys are kind of slick.
I like their old jerseys better. Like the one with Marshawn Lynch.
Like Andre Reed.
Yeah, with
the red helmets.
With that
dark blue jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were sick. Yeah, sometimes you forget Marshawn was on Buffalo. That's kind of cool.
That's where he made a name for himself.
Yeah, it's him and Fred Jacks. Fred Jackson,
One of the
man.
greatest backups ever.
Buffalo deserves a Super Bowl soon, man. They will. I think they will in the near future. I think it's smart to bet on them to win.
Yeah, that would be beautiful too. Like, that's what's kind of cool about this year. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple teams winning it.
Who are some
Just
teams?
not Tom Brady. I don't want to see Tom win it either.
I don't want to see Cincinnati win it either.
That story has been written, and you know what? I'm done. You know, he's the GOAT. It's fine, but I don't want him to end his career like that.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is like I think we were kind of overlooking. This might be Tom's last ride. Like, what if he retires after the year? Like, people weren't really talking about it.
Who cares? Good riddance.
I know. I'm not for me personally, but
I'm tired of hearing about Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that.
I know.
Giselle Budskin this. Yeah, Tom Brady kisses his son on the lips. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, he goes to Germany and gets new blood. His body's not even his that he had at the beginning of his life.
About, like, it's not personal for me. I think it's more of like he's a legend. It's watching the greatest. Like, we're not even thinking like the greatest player ever. He's already the greatest. He's still playing. Like, this could be his last show, and like that's it.
I don't care.
I don't care. It's not personal for me. I just think the greatness. But yeah. I mean, that'd be crazy, man. You got anything else on NFL news? You want to talk about the draft or coaching or anything, or move on to the NBA?
I mean, we could touch on the coaching real quick since we're in the NFL.
Sure. What would you like to touch on?
Man, there's just interviews going on for my team, the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
We have a laundry list already.
Okay.
The OC and DC for the Cowboys, Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore, Aaron Glenn from the Detroit Lions. I think Jerod Mayo was today. The Nathaniel Hackett.
Okay. Green Bay.
The defensive coordinator for the Eagles, Gannon.
Okay.
Bad
idea.
There's just so many.
Did they interview Brian Dable?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think he was on their list. Neither is Byron Leftwich.
Is Brian Flores?
No, he hasn't been interviewed.
Interesting. What? I mean,
I think there's like a nudge, wink, wink with like the Bears or something with Brian Flores.
Is that true?
I think so. I think that's pretty much. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Because why haven't the Broncos? I'm not really that hyped with. I mean, where's Eric? I haven't seen the interview with Eric Bieniemy or. You know, I think there's a diamond in the rough out there. I just don't want Dan Quinn, but. You know, it's a wait and see process. I think Dan Quinn's actually a really hot commodity because the Giants are asking to interview him now.
Yeah,
stuff.
He's been in Chicago, Jacksonville, Raiders. He's been kind of everywhere, Dan Quinn.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where the first domino falls, and I think that's when.
It's weird because, like, I don't have really any teams invested, like, looking for coaches. But I always like off-season coach carousel and rumors. Like, I'm always intrigued on which coach goes where. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. I know it changes the team and stuff, but I just have this weird fascination of just, like, coaches going to different teams. Is that weird? Or is that normal? Like, because I don't have a dog in the fight, but I'm very intrigued. Like, I'm waiting for that first domino. Like, I can't wait to see where coaches go. It's kind of a strange ordeal.
I don't think it's one way or the other. I don't think you're weird, and I don't think it's normal.
That's fair. I'll tell you my favorite I mean, outside of like the main guys like Bieniemy and Brian Flores, who I think are
San Francisco dude.
How'd you know?
Because that's my favorite dude.
Are you serious?
The right-hand man of Kyle Shanahan.
Mike McDaniel?
Yeah, what does he coach though? He's like a weird.
He's an offensive coordinator.
Oh,
but he's been like receivers.
Wait, no, yeah. It's that guy. That's the guy I want for the Broncos.
Yeah, dude, he's a hot. They're saying Miami.
I mean, dude, if you've been with Kyle Shanahan for that long, like, I don't know, I like that, but
I really like him.
I just don't want to have I want like a new face, like Dan Quinn's been around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want like someone like Matt LaFleur or Zach What's his
Taylor.
name? Zach Taylor.
Yeah, you
Or
don't.
Sean McVay.
It's kind of annoying to see like Dan Quinn, Doug Peterson.
I'll take a Jim Caldwell though.
Why?
Rooney Rule.
He's a good coach, but it's like the NFL is different now. He'll be good. You'll win games, but do you want to be an average franchise, or do you want to be like the next, great, really good coach team? Like Byron Leftwich deserves a shot. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not give him a good offense? Let him do his thing. Bieniemy. Why not? He's been with the Chiefs for so long. Andy Reid. He knows the ins and outs.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I want a new head coach, but not a 60-year-old new head coach like Vic Fangio.
Yeah,
I just want to say Fangio's a good coach, a good defensive guy.
Aaron Glenn. Why not? Shoot.
I don't know why he's a hot commodity. I
just like his intensity. That's all I like.
I like his name.
Aaron Glenn?
Yeah.
You like 2 first names?
No, his first name's Aaron and my first name's Aaron.
Oh, that's why he smells good.
You're trying to deep dive in that jargon, man.
Yeah, I mean, like Todd Bowles, we've already seen that already.
Todd Bowles, more like Todd Bowles.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. Leslie Frazier. That's a name I see a lot.
He looks like one of them pterodactyls.
He kind of does. He got that, got that skin on him.
Yeah, he's got that leather.
The leather skin.
He's got that leather face, man.
Nah, I'm not non-racial, though, man. That's just the texture.
No, the texture of it.
Yeah, a lot of candidates. Brian DeBoer will be a head coach. I'm starting to think Dan Quinn will be a head coach. Brian Flores will probably be a head coach.
Ye better be.
And then just like you said, the question marks.
Kellen Moore and all that.
Kellen Moore, Byron Leftwich, which they deserve, and Jim Harbaugh.
He's smoke screening right now. That's all I know.
Yeah,
he's just trying to get paid from Michigan.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smoke screen. I see what he's doing. He's a businessman. I respect that.
He's a smart man.
Yeah, he's smart.
Very smart.
But I don't really have much more to say. I'd like to see where the first domino falls. And I'd like to get back on here once the Broncos hire someone so I can tell you their life story.
Okay, last thing real quick on the NFL. I want to touch about the draft real quick. We'll have other episodes more deep diving on that. But if you could have one player in this draft, who do you want? Who's your number one guy on your board?
Very good question. Can I just say, like, I think that Aiden Hutchinson guy is overrated.
Yes, you can say that.
I think he's massively overrated.
Okay.
He's not a J.J. Watt. Watch, I'm going to be eating my words, but he's not a Bosa. To me, maybe he is because he's a tryhard, but that's a very good question.
I like the question because it's hard to figure out like a true number one. There's not really like a...
Are you talking about just any position?
Yeah, anyone. Just number one, top of your drop board, must have, first overall pick. If you're Jacksonville or whatever.
I don't know, dude.
Because, it's tough.
There's too many tackles, dude.
Tackles and then the 2 edge rushers and Kyle Hamilton. There's just so many top talents that it's like you can't really distinguish one from the other. Because I feel like NFL prospects moving forward, they're all just so evenly athletic and talented that there's never really going to be like a...
No, there always is.
I mean, you think that, but then you go back and you look, and it's like, dang, well, Brian Burns was like the 9th pick, and he was, one of the best players in that whole draft. No one really expected it. Like, I mean, there's obviously like Myles Garrett's. I mean, Aaron Donald went 13th, I think. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep doing my research. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep that close to the vest right now because I don't want to, give anyone misinformation because I just see a whole bunch of tackles and, stuff, and I'm not going to go watch tape on tackles if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I like your honesty.
But I do like the North Carolina State dude. He looks like a slobber knocker to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Abadabidu.
Yeah, Akeem
Balabu.
Yeah, the one thing I want to say about the draft is I'm happy to see Malik Willis starting to go like top 11. See him Washington. I've seen Carolina. I've seen the Giants.
He's the most intriguing player in the draft to me.
Yes, absolutely. There's all these Kenny Pickett's, Matt Corral, Sam Howell, just guys that like no one's sure of. And I've always been a big believer in Malik Willis. I've liked him the past 2 years, and it's really strange to see him go top 10. It's like kind of mind blowing, and it's exciting for me, and I'm happy to see it. Just wanted to get that off my chest.
Thank you for sharing that.
Because I think he's a good player.
I want to put the fire to the feet of the Broncos brass right now and say, pick Malik. Give us hope. No Drew Lock, no Teddy Bridgewater, no Case Keenum, no has-beens. Let's start. Let's start with the rookie quarterback. Let's do this dang thing. He's got a lot of talent. We can do a lot of different things. Let's try it. It may be another bad situation, but at least, we don't see the same dang faces and the same dang, porous offense. Let's make it rejuvenate us.
Would you have a problem with Kirk Cousins or Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
You wouldn't mind either?
No, I wouldn't mind either.
Okay. Let's kind of start with the Rumble.
I'm tired of getting stinky backup quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater, Case Keenum. What the heck is that gonna do?
You wouldn't mind just an average good passer like Kirk?
Yeah, starting quarterback that has you've seen their tape and they're good. Like Teddy, we knew Case Keenum's a backup. Teddy's Teddy toilet water.
That's fair.
Dip and dunk. I want Kirk's a good quarterback. Jimmy's a good quarterback. Jimmy's been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Kirk with these weapons would be freaky.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
That's my opinion, and I'm just ready for that. I'm ready for an offense to use these weapons finally. We have, Jerry Jeudy looks like he stinks.
Yeah.
He could be potentially one of the best wide receivers in the league. We haven't even seen not even, maybe 2 flashes in his whole career. It's sad.
As soon as Jerry Jeudy hurt his ankle, I knew this was a throwaway year for him. I already knew it. Every time there's a sprained ankle, it's automatically a throwaway year. Every time, 100%. So I knew, stay away and not getting involved. But once he's fully healthy, next year they get a QB, he's back. He's going to be dangerous.
It's not Jeudy. It's a quarterback look at Cortland.
No, but I'm just saying, that's the trend.
I think it's just a bit unfair to the young wide receivers. And I'm glad we gave Cortland money. He deserved it. He's been thrown, he's been dealt a bad hand, and I feel bad for him because he's got all the talent in the world. So does Jeudy, but we haven't seen it. And then we have Javonte Williams, promising. Got to get some O-line, linebackers. The secondary strong. D-line's young and strong. We'll be fine, but we have to get a quarterback, and I'm gonna rest my case, man.
We'll definitely be keeping our eyes out for that.
Yeah, I'm about to get real amped up here in a couple of weeks.
They have a plan. I know George Patton's good. He's got a plan, man. They'll get somebody in there.
Yeah, they have something in the works, so we probably don't even know.
100%.
But yeah,
let's move on to some NBA.
Basketballs is my favorite sport. I like how they dribble up and down the court.
Thanks. What's that guy's name? Blow? Something Blow.
Lil Bow Wow.
But yeah, man, there's a few things to talk about here in the NBA. Trade rumors heating up.
Yeah.
John Morant and the Grizzlies. Cleveland
overrated.
Cavaliers, Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving
underrated.
Situation. Frank Vogel, Lakers.
Oh gosh, LeBron's gonna fire another coach. What's new?
Nothing's
Coach
new.
killer.
Nothing's new.
As we've talked about before on this podcast, we don't just talk out of our butts. This is facts, and it's happening again. History repeats itself. That's just how it go. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the Grizzlies?
I'd like to start with the Lakers off that. LeBron's got his hands in way too much stuff. Yeah, he's got his hand. He's using his hands so much, man. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Yes,
he's got
so much power. We've never seen anything like it.
And it gets to the point, when the public knows that, now he's basically getting the blame that a GM owner,
Exactly.
which is he play. I don't know, man.
Like, there's the rumors like Vogel. Like, we already know it's LeBron. Russell Westbrook getting traded to the Lakers. Oh, LeBron wanted him there. That's like, it's just. And then like the signings, like he can literally get if he likes you, if you're signed to Clutch Sports, he's gonna get you money. He's gonna get you paid, like no matter what. KCP signed a big deal. He's a multi-millionaire. Tristan Thompson had no business getting paid. He's making filthy money. Like, just all these little things. It's like,
all I'm going to say is LeBron should never get a front office job. He's made really bad moves.
Forget the front office, dude. He's going to own the teams.
He's made really bad moves. He's more of a win now, all-in guy. He doesn't think about the future. So, like, if he owned a team and he's not playing, so he's not on the team in order for them to get, 500, because that's what, LeBron will give you is 500. Just LeBron. But if he owns a team and then he goes in for 1 year and it doesn't work out, his team's going to stink for 20 years after that.
Yeah, and with that,
with the way he thinks.
LeBron's going to use his decisions personally. Like, he's probably a good businessman, but if you notice, everyone that gets paid, everyone that comes to the Lakers is a personal connection to LeBron. Carmelo.
Russell.
Rondo. D-Wade. All these different guys have this personal connection with LeBron. Poor decisions, bringing them to a team where you're supposed to win games, but now it's more of, it's all personal. Let me get this guy's bag. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to make money. It's just, I'm kind of over it. He's the greatest player ever, but I'm over everything else.
I have a hot take.
Let's hear it, man.
LeBron is going to be the first owner player.
Ooh.
So at halftime, one of the games, he's going to come down from the press box and put on a jersey and play at 50.
For the Lakers?
Whatever team he's owning. I don't know.
It sounds like he's trying to get his hands on Denver Broncos.
Yeah, he can go stick it where the sun don't shine.
Him and Jay-Z.
He ain't tainting this franchise, man. We're too pure.
You wouldn't like Jay-Z and LeBron?
I wouldn't mind Jay-Z, but LeBron can go kick rocks for all I care.
Yeah, I don't think I really like either of them.
I think Jay-Z's done a bang-up job with the Nets.
He's not in control of anything.
I know. He's got like a little share of the Nets.
I think he just designs things. But moving on from that, shoot far. Let's talk about Ja Morant and the Grizz.
Yeah, I'm not on this train. Like,
ooh. You hear that, Bobo?
Yeah, Ja Morant's blossoming. I will say that. I just hate the media, man. They blow it out of proportion. Ja MVP. Ja's the greatest since Allen Iverson. Blah blah blah. Can we not just like appreciate him and not just anoint him these things? I just hate it. And then everyone jumps on it. And then he's like a big topic of discussion every day. And, I don't know if that's good for someone's mental health. And I mean, he might be that good, but what have we seen? How many games has it been? 40?
A little more. I
mean, but I can see, yeah, he's good. He's going to be good. Like, he's definitely progressed like you'd want to see, like a star player. He's a star player. He's a freak athlete. But why can't he just be himself?
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like I like how you mentioned anointing him.
Yeah.
Why can't we just watch him play basketball, let him do his thing? Yeah, he's amazing. Sure, yeah, his dunks, he's extremely flashy, probably the flashiest player in the NBA as of right now. But then going out, he's better than this guy, top 3 MVP candidate. He's the next great thing, must watch, blah, blah, blah. Like, we all know who Ja Morant is. We see it. We see the plays. Let's just watch him, appreciate him, and stop with the anointing. I like that.
But, yeah, I mean, he's good.
I mean, dude, what they've done.
I don't think the Grizzlies are, like, a real title contender, though.
They're not, but the way he's kind of elevated the Grizzlies is kind of crazy. I mean, what are they, 30 and 14, 15?
Yeah, but I don't think it's Ja. I mean, they won 9 games in a row when he was hurt.
I mean, he's their best player. He's progressed so much.
Yeah, but they won 9 games when he was hurt in a row.
That's true. I like what you're saying.
I think it's just the team, like JJJ.
Desmond Bain.
Bain's been
scary. 19 points a game.
And they're so deep, like Slow-Mo. They have Dylan Brooks. They got those weird guys out Kuchar.
Matt Kuchar.
Tilly.
Yeah.
Tillman. Xavier Tillman. Like.
And your boy Zaire Williams.
Zaire boys, 17, 6 and 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Clark.
Steven Adams.
Yeah, they got the team, man.
Yeah, they just have a solid team. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they are a contender, but I don't know.
Are they a top 3 team in the West?
No.
Can you give me your top 3 teams?
Phoenix. What's the other team that's real good?
Well, there's Utah.
No. What's the other good team in the West?
Well, Golden State.
Oh yeah, It's Phoenix and Golden State, and Utah.
And then Memphis, you would say?
I think this has been Gobert's best year.
Gobert's a freak. He's great.
He did get destroyed by Westbrook.
He did, but that's what happens when you're.
That's what happens when you jump up with Brody, bruh.
That's what happens when you're a big man. Jared Allen gets slammed on.
Gobert thought he was fam. Turns out he's just bruh.
He's good though, man. I don't care what nobody says about him. He's good.
Gobert thought he was bae. Turns out he was just bruh.
He's on his way to another Defensive Player of the Year. Leads the NBA in rebounds. He just does his job, man. I appreciate Rudy Gobert, like him or not.
I ran a day shade over 8.
How old?
13.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes.
The surprising team out of the East.
Yes. I want to say... What's different about this Cleveland team? I think we had this discussion earlier.
We did. My answer was Colin Sexton's hurt. I think that's why they've kind of flew up.
What have they added?
Lauri Markkanen.
Yes, and?
Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley is the reason for the season. He's the reason for the NBA season and the turnaround of this Cleveland Cavaliers team that could potentially be a 2 seed one of these days if they keep winning that game. Oh, and there's another kid out there, Darius.
Ooh.
Apparently he's been putting on a show like one of them wizards with them long sleeves.
Yeah, I love Daryl Garland. He might be my favorite player in the NBA.
You were ahead of the curve, my friend. I'll have to hand it to you on that one.
Darius Garland and the progression of Jared Allen, the progression of both of them, I think is the main 2 reasons.
I think you're wrong.
Along with adding Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley is a winner.
Yeah, but Daryl Garland went from averaging 16 points a game to becoming an all-star. 24 years old. And the biggest reason for me
He's younger than that.
The biggest reason for me is Colin Sexton's out. Not a very good player.
Is this Darius' 3rd season?
Yes.
So he's like 23. 22.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, but he's just young and he's progressed extremely well.
Imagine how good they'll be when Colin gets back.
No, that's the reason I think they've gotten good. Honestly,
I think it's Evan.
They have enough scoring, and Sexton's kind of a liability offensively and defensively. I know he can put up 30 points a night, but when you take away from the flow of the game, just the balance, I think it makes you a better team. Like, I don't know if he's a guy that makes you a better team. He's a solid player, but I think they're better without him.
Quick fire question. Where does Ben Simmons play? Get traded to? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wrong.
I would have said Sacramento, but I don't think so anymore. I don't think he gets traded.
Okay. That's the answer. I like that. I don't think so either. I don't think they're going to. I think Daryl's really standing on his P's and Q's with this one. He wants that bag in return. Not literally, but figuratively. He wants that big return.
That's what I said this earlier. I think before whenever the drama came, is Daryl's in a terrible position. Like Ben Simmons put him in a tough position because you go a whole year without Ben Simmons, right? And you're not getting anything out of him, but you're
paying him.
You're paying him, but you're not getting production out of someone that you could if you traded him. You know, you got other pieces. So a super all-star caliber player is not playing, and you're also not getting anything out of him via trade to help him this year, to help out Joel Embiid this season. And that's a very tough position to be in. And but what I will say, Daryl Morey's asking price is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be quite a few trades.
I think the Pacers are going to look completely different.
Bonus to the Kings.
And I think the Kings will look completely different.
I mean, those two teams need it, really.
Yeah.
They need to switch something up, man.
I think Bagley gets moved. Harrison Barnes gets moved. Potentially Buddy Hield.
Shout out to Bol for finally getting traded.
Yeah.
He's a Bol in Boston, man. Can you imagine that? It's just a dang shame that he had to get surgery, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I like the move. I like what Brad Stevens is doing.
I see shades of Bill Russell and Bol.
I mean, moving off of Juancho Hernan-Gomez, guy who doesn't play, and getting Bol and PJ Dozier for next year, great get. I think Bol is going to play immediately because he's better than Enes Kanter.
This move sets up the move to get rid of Jaylen Brown to Portland.
No.
For Nurkic.
I think Tatum, Brown, and Robert Williams are the only safe ones. Everyone else is on the trading block.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if I was the Celtics, I wouldn't break up Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
No, they're not. There's no way.
Or Time Lord.
Those are the three untouchables. I do think like Marcus Smart could be moved pretty easily. Schroeder, Horford. I think those guys are as good as gone.
I'll say.
They got to do something. Atlanta Hawks, the New York Knicks, two very disappointing teams, could be buyers. They got Cam Reddish in New York now. Atlanta's got to make some moves, man.
I like that for Knicks, though.
Yeah, I like it, too. Knicks stink.
Who does?
The Knicks.
Yeah, because Julius Randle is who we thought he was. And when you let him off the hook.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Knicks fans. Kind of weird saying that because you saw they were so bad for so long. They finally made a run in the playoffs. And then they're so bad again. It's just weird, man. RJ Barrett stinks.
Then why do they call him the Maple Mamba?
Because he probably needs to go back to Canada and play in the CFL.
CFL?
Do something else, man. I don't think basketball's for him.
He ain't bad, dog.
I'm just not. He's not for me, man. I'm not trying to be a hater. I just don't think he's very good.
That's fair.
I like Cam Reddish.
I like Cam Reddish better, too.
I think he might be better one day.
Yeah. What other trade is there? Zion?
You think that's what it's lining up for, or is that just fluff?
Dude, I just want to see Zion.
I agree. I hate all this criticism. Oh, Fat Boy Slim. Dude,
I'd love to see him, like, if he was real big and playing.
No, man, he's not.
Because how cool would it be to see, like, a 330-pound man jump 40 inches?
That's fake, dude. I feel like he's not.
Why is he in Portland?
He's working out.
But why? Why all the way over there?
What do you think? They locked him in a cage?
He's from, like, Carolinas.
Yeah.
He plays in New Orleans. He's working out over there.
He's probably got a connect, man, that he met in the NBA that, hey, let's get you
He's probably
back.
going there because he can't eat GMOs anymore.
You think they got him locked up in a cabin?
I think they got him they're giving him the Robert Frost treatment, man. He's living in a cabin out there.
Man, I hate hearing this stuff, man. When Zion gets back on the court, he's going to show everyone that he is that dude again.
You think he's better than Ja Morant?
Yes. I do.
I
that. Believe that.
You're a last of a dying breed.
There's going to be a Zion season where he averages 30 points a game. How do we forget Zion Williamson? It was literally his second season, and he led the league. And
He hasn't even played a full season.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like when he plays, like he is incredible.
Yeah, I'm wishing him a speedy recovery. He might be trying to get out of New Orleans.
Oh, for sure. He's gone, man.
Like that, I think that's the reason he's in Portland or something. I don't know, but
What's a good spot for him?
New York.
I know, man. It is.
Reunite them Duke boys. Then RJ will average 30 again.
Send Julius back to New Orleans.
Put Paulo Bacciaro in there, man.
No.
You know he's Italian. That's
I
the one
probably would've
spicy
guessed.
meatball.
Bencharo.
Chet Holmgren's some kind of Neanderthal.
You think he plays hiccups?
Yeah, I just think he's not human all the way.
He's real good.
Yeah, he's also not Homo sapien.
Yeah, I never really got into him like that, but his potential is kind of crazy.
He might be part Homo erectus.
Like, I don't like in high school. I kept seeing number one, Chet Holmgren, but I realized I watched a little bit of tape on him, and like his ceiling is literally insane.
He looks like the spider from James and the Giant Peach.
Like he's like Mo Bamba, but like way better, like just good, like scoring. Like he could drop 29, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks. Like he's a rim protector and he can shoot. Like his potential is the highest in the draft.
He looks like Slender Man.
But he also has the lowest floor.
He looks like Slender Man on a diet.
Why you keep going in on the way he looks, man?
No, I'm just giving an image for the people to see.
Yeah, it's Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, go look him up on YouTube.
I mean, he's not the prettiest looking guy, but I mean, it's all right.
What do you mean prettiest? Handsome?
Sure.
He's handsome?
After you just called him Slender Man?
Slender Man doesn't have a face, does he?
Yeah, that's
I was talking about his body.
disrespectful.
I said he looks like Slender Man on a diet.
What about the Brooklyn Nets?
James Harden wants out. He cursed himself when he left the Rockets. He realized once he got to Brooklyn that he had it made in the shade down in H-Town, all the strip clubs, no cover fee, bottle service for free. He realized in New York, there's so many celebrities, they make their celebrities pay. They don't treat them with this southern hospitality, and they don't worship him like they did here. And he had it was his team, and he's realizing what sacrifices he made and stuff, and he realized he made a mistake. And now he's willing to be traded.
Do you truly believe this?
Yes, I think it shows.
So you think he misses Houston?
I think he misses Houston, but I think he just wants his own team. I think he realized that.
How do you decide you want to go play with KD and Kyrie, and then not even 2 seasons later you're ready to go?
See, that's what the ego will do to a man.
Okay.
They'll start to believe that, I'm just as good as KD, if not better. I mean, look at my numbers in Houston. And then he goes there, and he's like, dang, KD is that dude, man. KD is a walking bucket. And then he struggled. He was fat. He can't be as lazy with all these cameras around him and stuff. And, he just realized that he probably made a mistake. And now he wants to go to Philly.
You think he wants out?
Yeah, and I've heard the reports. He's open to being traded. It's a report.
Well, that report came out for Kyrie too, at some point last year. He wants to be traded, and
maybe they both regret it.
What do you think Durant has to say about all of it? Because I'm sure they've talked about it. I'm sure.
Well, Durant, it doesn't matter because anywhere he goes, he's the best player. Because he was on Golden State, he became the best player. Sure. I think that's what maybe Harden thought. I'll go there. Dude, I averaged 43 in 1 month with 11 assists. Yeah. KD can't do this. He can't run this offense.
I like that, man. That's an interesting point of view, and it's really
making me look ego, as a man, and as of course, his ego is probably huge. He probably got hurt a little bit. That when you talk about the Nets, the first one you're not talking about is not James Harden. He's kind of an afterthought now. If you think about it, he's not like that guy anymore. He used to on Houston. He was
top 5 player,
headlines, James Harden this.
That's a good point because he dealt with that hamstring injury and he didn't really get support. It's almost like I'm sure Brooklyn fans were criticizing him. Get back on the court, blah blah blah. But like
he did play.
In Houston, though, it's more of like he's getting supported. Like, get back healthy, man. We need you.
Yeah,
this and this.
Like the cultures are different. Like, I mean, you've been in New York. The people aren't the nicest, but whenever people from New York come here, they're like, "Why is everyone so nice? Is this what they call Southern hospitality?" And it's like a true thing. Like, Texas is nice.
Yeah, that's true.
And we gave everything to James.
Even New Yorkers would tell you.
I think he took us for granted, or he took the situation for granted. I think if he could take it back, he would.
You think he would? I think he would too.
Yeah.
New York has too many poopsicles, man.
Yeah, and now he's like an afterthought. Like,
do you feel bad?
Dude, no. Why would I feel bad? He did it to himself.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought I would ask because.
Do you feel bad for him?
No, I don't. I don't.
Hey, he took the polar bear plunge, dude.
I don't feel bad for any millionaires, really, honestly, because at the end of the day, he's successful. He's made his money.
Is he married?
No, he probably still lives in the clubs, man. He might be married.
I don't think he is, man.
But not he probably has a few, wives and stuff. But
yeah, Chloe.
Yeah, Kim. Probably. Shoot. Yeah, man. Just the Nets are interesting. Kyrie Irving. So to me, if they make the playoffs, I think it's best if they don't have home court advantage. Because if you play at away games, you get Kyrie. If
6 and 7.
If you play, if you get home court advantage, then you won't get Kyrie at home. So that's a big issue too, man. I recently thought about that today. So that's another problem too. It might be smarter to lose and get a lower seed.
So they're just gonna play James Harden.
I mean, dude, when James Harden's on, though, he can do it.
I haven't seen him like that.
We saw him in Houston.
Yeah, but that's it. I haven't seen the James Harden in Houston and Brooklyn at all.
It's crazy. He's probably only had like one really crazy Houston.
He's probably had one James Harden Houston game in Brooklyn.
Yeah. I don't think he hasn't scored 40 or anything. Not that I can recall.
I mean, he had like a 30-point triple-double or something, but it's like few. He used to do that every single game.
Every night.
I mean, he averaged 43 points in 1 month. For Pete's sake, that's disturbed.
I know.
And it's like we funneled anything he wanted to him, whatever he asked for. He was like our LeBron,
Yeah, it's crazy. I think he has 40 points against every single team in the NBA except Houston.
Yeah, and he's never going to get it because we're going to foul him.
And I think it's like 39 or something. It's crazy stat, dude. And he has there was a week he averaged 50 points, I think.
I'm sure.
Like 11 assists. Like for a whole week.
Yeah, I remember those.
Him and Devin Booker went off that week, but it was like he won player of the week. And his numbers were literally like Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, he probably has PTSD or something.
His fault, man. He's got to live with it.
I mean, I don't want to say that we put that juju on him, but we did on this podcast.
Yeah, he put it on his own poop.
Yeah, he put it on. The poop is in the pudding.
I would love to see him with Joel Embiid.
I think if he went to Philly, that'd be a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, because it's like you got shooters there for him already, and then you got big dog.
What do you mean, shooters on the court or off?
Both.
Yeah.
Philly's got dangerous.
Yeah, Philly's got that meek smell.
Brooklyn's dangerous.
Depends on where you go, Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good place.
Nah, man, he ain't been
Projects.
There. You ain't been there, man.
I ain't never been. I don't know if I want to go to Brooklyn. Is there anything cool there?
I don't know.
Why would you want to go to Brooklyn, man? It's overrated. I think it's only cool if you grew up there.
No, I mean, it's probably got some cool bodegas and shops and history and stuff. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Forget What You Heard. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Hope you enjoy your week. Thanks for all the support and love. We love you guys from the bottom of our heart. Peace, love, and happiness.
Tool.